Well, here we are with the stunning 2013 Audi A7. Now the A7 is really in a class of its own when it comes to styling. The face of the vehicle is just dominated by this oversized large grille. And we have Audi's signature LED daytime running lights. And then if that wasn't enough, Audi went along and made these excellent looking frameless windows that come out of the door, of course. And then this gorgeous roof line. This cuts low over the rear windows to really give it that unique, distinct appearance. And then the rear hatch of the vehicle, we just have an overabundance amount of space. And new for 2013, Audi actually gives you the option to have a 3-seater back seat. Before, you could only have 2 in the back and 2 in the front, but now they give you an option to seat 3 people in the back. And that's just really a great idea, finally, that they have implemented into the A7. Now with those seats folded flat, you just have a tremendous amount of trunk space back there. I'm really surprised. It's really long and fairly wide. So if you carry a lot of things around or carry a lot of people, the A7 will definitely meet your needs. Or if you just happen to like a thrill of driving, well, you'll meet your needs there too. And then with the rear spoiler, you will always look sporty driving around town in the 2013 Audi A7. Well, let's go in the interior and see what's happening in there. Now, with any Audi, we can expect nothing less than the finest of interiors. And the A7 does not disappoint. It boasts many different fine wood and leather trims, so you may fully customize the A7 to your individual wants and needs. The entire interior just seamlessly fits together to make one very luxurious driving experience. Now, this A7 is equipped with push to start like all A7s. We also have the keyless entry as well. So I just have the key in the vicinity of the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake. Press the button to start. Now, looking at the overall complexion of the A7, you would expect it to be a very fun, sporty car to drive. And it is, although it has a very refined sportiness about it. Just press this button right here that says car, and we have this Audi Drive Select menu that pops up right here. We can choose from the comfort mode, the auto mode, the dynamic mode, and the individual mode. Now comfort is very self-explanatory. It's basically just a comfort mode. Then we come to the dynamic mode. And that is basically like the sport mode of the vehicle. Have it in comfort mode. And the A7 is a very refined, very comfortable 5-seater vehicle. And then you put it into dynamic mode and the A7 comes alive. And the steering gets stiffer, the acceleration pedal response is quicker, and it's everything about the A7 turns into a faster, quicker vehicle. And that's what's so unique. You can truly tell the car how you want it to drive. Pop it over into dynamic. You can tell a difference right away. Now, speaking of performance, the A7 is equipped with a 3-liter V6 supercharged engine producing 310 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. Now that may not sound like a terrible abundance amount of power, but the way that they efficiently use it really is. We have the standard Quattro all-wheel drive system, which really just gives you so much grip and contact with the road. You never are out of touch. And also we have the 8-speed Tiptronic transmission, which really just ties the vehicle together. It shifts so quick, it will make your head spin or throw your back into the seat. And it also is extremely efficient. It helps this car get 18 in the city and 28 on the highway. And that's where the A7 really just pulls ahead from its competitors. It has so much power, so much performance, so much technology, and lots of space, and you're still able to get the 28 on the highway and 18 in the city. And I'm sure that you could even get a bit more out of it if you drove extremely efficiently. And it's a very easy thing to do in the A7. It's just fantastic. Overall, the driving characteristics of this vehicle are very refined. You can tell they've spent lots of time developing the transmission, developing the suspension, and developing the steering. Now, the steering on this vehicle is another thing which is just so amazing. The wheel is very easy to turn at low speeds and very stiff just how you want it at high speeds. And there's absolutely no play in the wheel whatsoever, so it's a very nice vehicle to drive around town and on the curvy, windy roads as well. Now, the technology end of this vehicle is just so profound. They have this excellent Audi MMI system, which really has you covered. You control everything from it. Your radio, your different media import settings, your navigation, your car info, everything is just controlled from this central media input station right here. Now we have this really nice large screen on this vehicle, and it's really neat. You can press this button when not in use, it flips right down for you, and then when you want it back up, you just hit the button and there it comes. It also displays speed limit info, very convenient, so you can always keep track of the different changing speed limits. And just the entire system works so well together. All we have to do to change any of the various settings is we just have to go down here and press this radio button, and we get all of our radio info put right up here on the screen. Then all of these different buttons down here correspond to these different things right here, like presets, the band, functions, and settings, and so forth. Then we can also go to the media, where we have our Bluetooth and different sources. We have the jukebox, the SD card, DVD, the AMI, and all these different connections right here that we can use. And then we also come to the telephone button. And with that, we can link our phone via Bluetooth to the vehicle, and we can make hands-free calls from it. And we can just get all of that info into our car speakers, and you can just talk right here as if I was doing right now while you're on your phone. And then we come to the last part of the media interface, which is the navigation system. And it really just works so well. It's using Google Map system, so you know it's really a great precise system when we are using that kind of technology in a vehicle like this today. And it's fairly easy to set up your different destinations, your route, your info, and all that sort of stuff. You just use this wheel down here. You can zoom out and zoom in very easily to the map. And we also have different information displayed on here: gas stations, banks, food info, shopping info, all this very convenient right there for you to look at. And then we also have the car button, which is again where we change our different settings of the vehicle, how we want it to drive. Then we can also set up the individual mode to create a custom driving experience throughout the vehicle. And that pretty much wraps up the Audi MMI system. As you can tell, it's very advanced and very complex system to use. However, once you get to know it and get to use it, it really pays off because you just can get so much information out of the system. It really does work well together. Now, coming over here to my gauges, we have just a very proper gauge display. Thank you, Audi. They just really know how to make a great, unique, cool, sleek looking gauge display. We have these great bright red needles with these little black dials around them, and the gauges themselves are actually tilted in towards you, so you really get some sort of nice depth of feeling. And if that wasn't enough, they go in and they put a really great, bright, clear screen in the middle of my odometer, my tachometer and speedometer. And it really, this is so great. It displays my navigation info on upcoming turns, my speed info, my Bluetooth info, my call info, and then back to the map info. You couldn't ask for any more technology to be built into here than what they have. Then by using this little dial down here, they again go the extra mile. We have our MPG info, trip info, and the time, how long we've been in the vehicle, and the date. So any information that you want is all available right here at your fingertips. As I like to define the A7, it's basically a computer on wheels. And I think that if you are in the mood for a car that has lots of technology and innovative features, then look no further than the 2013 Audi A7. Well, if you're looking for a head-turning automobile and do not want to sacrifice anything, then put the Audi A7 at the top of your list. It has plenty of space, power, and of course, just divine looks. The entire vehicle just looks like a piece of art on wheels. And it also has plenty of space if you care to carry around your family, or if you just want a lot of cargo room, the A7 will work perfectly. And with a starting price around $60,100, it is a bit expensive. However, trust me, it's worth every penny. Well, that's all for today, and thanks for watching this episode of the Oakland Car Review.